Hey fam, welcome back. Now let's grind lead code again, and the question is sort character by frequency. And so yeah, again the question is pretty straightforward. You will be given a string and you have to sort that string based on the frequency of how each character appears. So consider you have tree, so E appears two times, so first E will come, and then it does not matter in which order T and R comes, yeah, because they have asked that if there are multiple answers, you can return any of them. And how I think lead code does the computation is that since there will be billions of answers for any big answer, for any big input. For example, you have, I don't know, yeah, consider, yeah, the length of s is 5 into 10 to the power of 5. Yeah, but yeah, the maximum worst case will be, yeah, the constraints are uppercase, lowercase, and letters. So if you have uh, all lowercase, all uppercase, and all letters, yeah, like this. So yeah, this is the worst case, and yeah, so how many characters are there? It is 26 plus 26 plus 10. Yeah, if you want to do the calculation, then I'll give you a minute. Yeah, did you do the calculation? So yeah, don't directly go to calculate 26 plus 26, because yeah, that might become hard if you don't know math properly. So best thing to do is to break it down. So you can do 20 plus 20 plus 6 plus 6, and if you don't know how to do 6 plus 6, and then I don't know what to tell. Take a deep look at yourself, and then you have to imagine where you have went wrong in life. So you have 20, 40, 46, and then you'll have 52, and then you have another 10 characters, 0 to 9. And so you'll have 62 characters, and the number of possible combinations to have 62 characters is 62 factorial. And yeah, 52 factorial itself is such a big number. And why I'm talking about 52 factorial is that 52 factorial is the number of ways you can rearrange a deck of cards, and that I don't know, for as long as I remember, the question on how many ways a deck of cards can be rearranged has been asked in mathematics. I don't know, from fifth standard or from fifth standard till 10th standard, I think. So yeah, and 62, and that itself is such a big number that humans can't even comprehend it. And 62 is a number which is 62 factorial is a number which is bigger than 52 factorial. So you will obviously know that becomes resource intensive for lead code backend to handle it. So what I think they do is, whenever you send an input to them, they'll sort the input and just check it to the actual input, which is also sorted, to the actual output should come, which will also be sorted. So yeah, and that's how these kind of tricky things are done. Whenever they will tell, yeah, if there are multiple answers and you can return any one of them, that's how they'll do. They will generally sort what you have sent, and then they'll sort the answer which it should come, and then they'll compare that. They won't check for all possible combinations of the answer, and if that also matches your answer. And yeah, I went on completely pointless tangent for far too long, but I feel that's how they check it, and it might be some valuable nugget of information if you feel so. But hey, if you were just here for the solution, then I'm sorry to waste your time, and let's jump right into it. So yeah, there are two ways to solve it. One is completely wacky, idiotic, tell in fact, and other one is crude and concise and good. So let's go over both the ways, because hey, what, will you stop me, will you stop me from doing both the ways? No, you can't. I am hiding in my basement and no one can touch me, I think. So yeah, first let's do the wacky way. So yeah, the vacuum involves having a count array. I think I have explained it in one of my previous videos. And yeah, rather than telling it is there in one of a video which I uploaded very long, go and check that out. Let me just tell what it is. So you'll have a count array which will be of size 26. It will be of size 26, and this generally works only for lowercase characters or uppercase characters. But over here it's given lower and uppercase. And so what you can do is you can just do a blanket statement like, I don't know, for how many lowercase, uppercase, and digits are there, and there are 62. But again, you have to consider that the ASCII value of smaller case a is not 0, nor the ASCII value of bigger case a is 0, nor the ASCII value of 0 itself is 0. So you can just do a blanket statement like, yeah, have a count array of count array which has the value of um, I and none, for I in range 100. Yeah, now this is just a blanket statement. There will be lot of unused values over here, but hey, we just want the used values. So what we'll do is, first we'll have a none value which will actually store which character we are currently on, and then we'll have an I value. I will tell you deep down the line why I am doing like this. So yeah, for I in yes, if you know how to store values in a count array, so what you will do, there's some indentation error, wait. Yeah, then for I in s, what you can do, count y at the position ordered of a, because of all the given values, upper, lowercase and digits, order of a has the lowest value, minus I. Yeah, this is how you store values in a count array. But the thing is, it is actually an array inside an array, or it is a tuple, so you have to unpack the values first. So you will have the character and the count of each character, and this will not be I, because yeah, this will be 0, because initially count of all elements will be 0. And then what you have to do, you have to increment the count by 1 and put those things back in the array. So again, at this index, what you will do, you will put the count, but hey, there's a chance that the char can be none if the value is being seen for the first time. So rather than just putting char, you just put I. So yeah, this will also work. Now let's just for I in just print I. Be sure to debug your code every time. Yeah, I'm taking it form of char and count, and I'm in appending count and char. That should not happen, so be careful of fat finger mistakes like that. And yeah, see, and this is completely, you might think like what is this nonsense and all, but hey, let me write my own test case. Let it be tree or b s. Yeah, that is a good test case if I say so myself. That's a banger test case in fact. So yeah, and what is okay. Okay, this is very unexpected. You're unpacking the value for ins. Yeah, the shit is not like this. Yeah, don't add unnecessary annotations everywhere. I added the, yeah, now you see a has the value 5. Oh my god, you have 5 a's. And there is e c b. Oh yeah, again a big mistake by me. A has the smallest value, or wait, I think it is 0. Hey, yeah, I think it is 0. It is 0. Yeah, whenever you suddenly forget which has the smallest value, it's better to go through it. Go through the, yes, it was actually 0. TRECBA. And let's check for some other test case. CCCA is, yeah, let's check for AABBB. Yeah, it's working properly as intended. When you have any doubt, then just go and check the ASCII value. And I don't properly remember which has the smallest ASCII value. But here it does not matter, because we are blankly taking 100 value till 100. And whatever will happen, this 100 will get compressed down. The ASCII values of all the characters will get compressed down to values between 0 and 100. So yeah, that does not matter. So now what you can do is you can directly sort the count array based on the first index. So yeah, now I will tell why I took none as the first value, or character as the first value, and the number of repetitions as the second value. Because if I did not take that, then how would we sort it? It would just be, yeah, And hey, how lame this looks when you compare it to the above statement. Yeah, if you ask anyone and they'll tell, yeah, this looks very cool, this looks like some deep computer code and all, but hey, we are doing the same thing but in a small and different way, and it looks way cooler. And hey, don't blame me for trying to look cool. Everyone wants to look cool. And now what will happen is, it will be sorted in reverse order. This is mainly because we have to return the character with the highest count first. So and then what you can do, for I in count array, let's take the I and the I have put it in the form of the character and the count. So character and count in count, and if the count is not equal to 0, that means that element has existed. So you can have an answer and plus is equal to, how what you'll do, you can't just put char because it will not be proper. If you have 2 years, then you have to add 2 years, you can't just add 1 year. So count, and then you can return count. This should theoretically work again. Yeah, you should not return count, you have to return answer. I don't know why I return count. And yes, it is working. And hey, it works, but hey, I told you it is idiotic and it takes lot of time. And now let me show you the most optimal way. But knowing how to do any questions in multitude of ways is like very good. So the best way to do it is again knowing what a dictionary is. And over here I'll use default dictionary rather than using it. Yeah, rather than using default dictionaries also, what you can do is uh, of type int, and you can do this and then go character by character in each for each character by character of less, and then add it to the value. And Python, what it has done is it has done that also for us. So you can have a counter array called counter of yes, I think this is the syntax. So let's just print and return something. And yeah, let me just print count once. And yeah, if you look at this, then it is already yeah, what counter does is it actually sorts it based on the values, I think. Or who knows, it might not sort based on the values also. It is way easy to check that also. After you add a certain, you add a p, and again you compile it. And now it's pretty obvious that counter actually sorts the values based on the value, sorts each and individual thing based on the value added, I think. So because yeah, s and f and 4 don't have anything in common. The only thing in common is big, small, smaller, 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 smallest. So yeah, now it should be pretty straightforward. For I in d dot keys, or what you can do is count, you can have an answer, and then you can return answer. Oh, it's not. Yeah, this plus is equal to, yeah, you should go to go through keys. I don't know why you would go through values. Yeah, those kinds of silly mistakes happen. Yeah, you can again, you can't directly add the number of characters. You can't directly add the characters because that has to be multiplied by the count also. So it is count at the position I. Now I promise there's no errors, I hope. Again, no one is perfect. And okay, for I in count dot keys, I think the best thing to do is sorted count dot no, you can't do this actually, so you have to go in count dot keys itself. Yeah, this should work. Now why is it not working? So a is repeated 5 times. Okay, so actually the easier solution is becoming hard to implement. So what you can do is yeah, it is, yeah, just again there are many ways to circumvent that. So you can have an answer as a string and another temp as like this, and for I in count dot keys what you'll do again, just think once. So I and d at the position I, and again now we can sort the temp, and by default it will take the first value, and the first value is actually it will take the first value. So again you have to make it look cool, so x at the position 1, just print temp once, and I have been so accustomed to writing d for count for dictionaries that I forgot I declared it as count. And one more fat mistake, it has to be in the form of tuple because append takes in only one value. And there's nothing called answer, it's answer, not ans. And yeah, and I have to sort it in reverse order. And for I in, let me just finish the code because the video is going way out of hand. temp at the position I at the position 0 multiplied by p at the position I at the position 1. Yeah, and this should work. And again it's answer. What is happening over here? For I it is I in temp, so it should not be temp over here, it should just be I. Yes, and yes, it's working. And yes, I made the video needlessly long just because I can, and hey, you can't complain to me. And yeah, it's pretty efficient, and I hope it was fun to watch me struggle and all. Struggle, no, rather struggle. I tried to make it a bit comedic and all, and I think it fell flat, but hey, time will tell. So yeah, thank you.